Welcome in the Makeup Therapy. I'm Manuela. I'm 44 years old makeup lover who is celebrating her legacy of being able to make makeup in minimum level together with fabulous Keep It Real Fun collab. And this month we're gonna do 80s look. So this is a bit challenging for me, honestly. I was very little when that situation happened, but I will try my best. I put my hair just like my mother was wearing it in those years, those decades. She was always putting her hair kind of like that. I have a big hoops, I have some bling bling, and I will give you my impression from that years. Not that kind of from the trend which was in the West world. I grew up in Poland, and 80s that was still communism there, so we didn't have as a nation that easy access to those things which were in UK or just Western Europe or US. So it was a little bit funny. It was kind of crafty 80s there, and even our musicians or people who were working in the television, there was just lots of special things going on to get the stuff to be kind of, you know, on trend. But I remember my mom always put hair like that, and I remember quite the arms up. I never liked it. I didn't put anything. I just never liked that so much. Like, that was very much in fashion. All of blouse, all of sweaters, people was putting these pads and the sweaters on everything. No. So I didn't make it because I was a rebel that time as a child, and even when I was like a little bit bigger, and I was having that on-trend clothes with the pads, I asked my grandmother to take it off, and I really didn't like it, you know. That's me, so I will stay true to myself. I will be without it, but we will do some look which, yeah, it will remind me also a little bit about those days. I will use the Delicious Delight by Cosmic brushes, fabulous quality, and those colors, juicy colors, and really remind me that makeup of 80s. 80s makeup is all over the top. That means that you're just getting wild with your colors. I'm trying to look for my my primer where I'll be talking about it. So over the top and block of colors, those kind of things. I remember block of colors, that kind of sport tracksuits with this kind of ski vibe. That I remember. Obviously, my grandmother was doing all of possible to get for us stuff on trend. Me as a child, like, I don't know, primary 2, I was having the neon backpack, you know, that was crazy. I was so in fashion, you know. And I remember also I had some kind of shirt which was with the peacock feathers, and the peacock, I'm telling you, that's my inner animal, you know. Peacock, a phoenix, transformation guides, you know. That's in my private life. I really like the symbol of transformation. It's an easy one, but I think that if you catch up that beauty, oh wow, you are in another level, really, of your conscious. Anyway, back to the 80s. So I remember my mother and my auntie, we were living together. They had that kind of, you can get them, I think it's still in Sephora, that heart-shaped, this one which we had in our household. It was a heart-shaped palette. There was blushes and lots of small eyeshadows. And I remember I was just loving the blue and yellow. And I'm thinking that I will do that kind of look. I destroyed it together by secret. We was making makeups with my cousin. We was loving to pretend that we are adults, that we are walking in the mall. In our city was one building which is very round building, and there are inside this building there are steps. They are going just around, so we can go to seven floors. And used to that was a big the place where you can make a shopping, like extra shopping, the shopping which are from the West. and we was always pretending that we are going there for shopping, and we have our lipsticks, you know, and our makeups. When my mother's was not there, obviously, because we paid the price for that games, you know, we paid the price. However, I still remember how we was doing that, and we was pretending, we was having pretended names by our aunties. They was our role models, and we was just playing like that. I will do more or less what I would do as a child, you know. That's my 80s today, and my mother hairstyle. That's what we will do. So I will be focusing on, I will usually yellow. I want to use yellow. I want to use this kind of shades here, and obviously a bling. I remember the pearl looking eyeshadows. Not everything I liked though. I was a picky child. Start from the beginning with this yellow here. This is intensive. This palette is phenomenal, and I think that all of deep skin people here should just don't worry about and try that cosmic brushes. I think that the owner is a woman of color, that kind of, yeah, and definitely she knows how to produce great eyeshadows. They are giving you what they promise in the pan, and so that's side note. Side note, I love this brand. And I think that for me, not every yellow is on my eyes visible. I hope that you'll see, because my lighting today is a little bit cuckoo. It's very grayish outside where I live. Okay, I will put also here as that kind of block of color. Kind of wing. Yeah, so I remember our dreams about being adult and being free to go to make whatever we want, and we often pretend also our other parts of life, like burial. That was, we was playing with the church service with all of dressing and everything. Yes. Shopping, traveling, we play all of those. Going to this shade now, let's just very close, and from outside, boom, block of colors, right? And it was very funny. It was very funny. Also, in our in those days in Poland, when we want to buy something, you need to stay in the queue, and the queue is crazy. Like, you stay in the queue for 2 hours to get a pack of coffee, and they are limited for you, so you cannot take it on the shelf. You didn't find anything there. Everything whatever you buy, it was not accessible for you. You have to fight for it or exchange. We had a Christmas. During Christmas, that was the time when you have orange. You don't have orange every day. No. That was just a smell for Christmas reserve. And it's magical, because till now I have that in my heart, and when I smell the Christmas, smells like orange and marzipan. For sure. Clean just a little bit because I did mess. Not that the mess is not anyway, the mess we can get away with this mess because we will put still shimmer, but I want to be as I can, the best as I can. I'm going to the blue. Crazy? Hope crazy enough for 80s. Come mirror here, because I'm just like kind of excited today. I don't know. I don't know what's with me in this shade. Yeah. So that was my 80s. My 80s was pretty good. With very good high quality food, because my grandparents was very smart and they knew how to operate in that system. So somehow like this. I'll come back to this green that I'll see the line of this. Yeah, it was fun. It was easy to impress anybody, you know, when you have just something colored, or the hat was like with these stripes. This what was this? Kangaroo, I think, the company who did this hat for winter. Oh wow, that was a great fashion. Oh, this happy times. So we was having like community. You had the community when you was waiting in the queue. People knew each other. The children was taking a queue for another pack for coffee. So if you get one pack of coffee, you don't know when the coffee will be again in the store. So you're sending your children, your, I don't know, whoever is at the household, to just keep a queue so you can have another round, and maybe you'll get it, maybe not. So we were spending lots of time in the queue. And in my neighborhood, the queue was not to the store. The queue was like behind the store, like from the back door they were selling the things. The same way I got my first doll. My first doll was behind the shop. There was not even getting on the shelf. It was already sold out before you get there. And now you can have just everything and even too much. Yeah, completely different world we were living in. Okay, I want to put also pink, because pink also is kind of, not that I would like to have a pink in my childhood, but I would like to have a pink now. I guess, why not? And I saw this looks of 80s was also kind of funny. That there was not quite color. There was not quite blend the color. It was more blocks of colors. Stick it. Say it, Manu. Say it. Take the brush like this, the angle brush, and which one? No, the delicate one maybe. That gives us a vibe. And you can see this is very delicate shade, like, and it payoff is crazy. I want that it will frame me, because that will be my blush. Let's do the same here. Woohoo! We'll still do shivers, don't you worry, I know. We have to. I'll take with the longer part this shade here and mix with this one, because I want just something stronger down here. That is stronger. Yeah, kind of like it. That's good, all good. Now we'll take the flat brush like this, and we'll take this shade here. It's iridescent, it's magical, it's more beautiful than the shade which was in 80s for sure. And we'll put it on the top, this blue. Yes, go on the brush. My brush is a little bit, Don't like this brush. Okay, I'll check with that with my finger because this brush is making damage. I'm tapping it. I think that does the job. The shade is super soft and beautiful. Okay. I'll take the brush anyway, a little bit. Take this shade here and I'll put a tiny little bit on the top. And then I'll put this shiny shade. This brush is definitely not made for that. I don't like this brush. But do we have this? I think so. I will finish my face. I will do some lipstick and other stuff, and I will show you the final 80s. Alright, we have it! This is my final look, my 80s, with a dominant blush and black colors. Guys, tell me, how do you like it? I hope that you will see all of our proposition for 80s, and definitely you have to watch my friends who are in this collab. You saw already sneak peek on my beginning the video, so I hope that you'll let me know how did you like our collab, and for now, with the 80s vibe, I wish you all the best. Take care of yourself just like in play, and then you can share your love and love goodies with others. Thank you very much for watching, and see you in the next one. Bye!